hello. Welcome on in. Barry, thank you very much for redeeming first. It has been a very long weekend and I still have one more thing to do, which I need to go and collect something from a friend's place this evening. I love that little bit of green screen is showing. Sometimes when the cat has a run around before you get started. But was very keen to jump on in, lurk, but hi dragon. Movie quote. Of course I'm delusional. Do you know how hard it is to stay positive all the time when all you folks do is complain? Jiminy mother loving toaster strudel. I like that end bit. I am gonna need a hint though, because I do not know what that is. But I was like, as a bit of an unwind from the last 4 days, because it all kicked off sort of Thursday afternoon, which has been delightful and amazing, but my goodness. I was like, you know what, we'll jump into this. I'm like, the alternative was I was just gonna lie on the couch and watch TV. I can just do some of that tomorrow, which is fine. So I took an additional day off. But let's jump into it. We're very close to the Summer Festival. So I don't know. Mayhem! Welcome on in. Lovely to have you here. We're close to the Summer Festival. I don't know if we will make it to the Summer Festival by the end of stream, but let's see how we go. Film me on Insta. Amazing. You would have seen all the PAX stuff. It's been a very amazing 3 days. It was lovely to see people from like all over the country who were able to make it down. So greatly appreciative to have spent some time with them. But my golly goodness is emotional. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Mayhem. Inside Out. I'm guessing. What I really did love is that yesterday I had the opportunity to essentially run around and see all the new indie stuff that's coming out of like not only my state but like across the country, because a lot of the state funded businesses like developers had their own sort of their own massive area, so a whole bunch of games coming that I'm gonna have to add to wish lists and whatnot. But I can't wait. It's a really lovely few days to like catch up with people, see what's happening, what's coming up. It's glorious. Was that you? Yeah, I thought so. Hi. Yeah. I'm just gonna play like this for a hot second. Mayhem, I have not done the dark room before. What I do need to do next year, because I'm assuming it will happen again next year, is essentially start later on the this I was told by 3 different people today. They're like, went to this last night. Amazing. But yeah, no, by the time the last panel I went to wrapped up around 8 o'clock, I think. Oh, Inside Out 2. Thank you very much, Fairy. The last panel I watched wrapped up around 8 o'clock. Went and was able to catch up with one of my friends who is an enforcer. So the people that for the people who have never been to a PAX before, enforcers are essentially all the amazing people that help keep the place running, and they have bright yellow t-shirts on, and I'd been looking for them all day. Like I like we're shooting each other messages. I'm like, where are you now? I'm outside gate whatever. I'd be like, okay, cool. No, I've been reassigned to here. And I'm like, I'll just keep doing laps as I'm going and doing stuff, and we will eventually run into each other. So yeah, by the time I wrapped up with them, it was like 8:30, and then I'm like, I need to go get some dinner, and then I need to like go be like, I don't have to be horizontal, but my feet need to be off the ground. So it was good. But I definitely gonna have to carve it out. The guy doesn't tour in ANZ, he only comes to PAX. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like you've got like a set, there's gonna be an audience, from what I can tell, it's packed house. I only ever hear good things about the dark room. But because I've never been, I don't mentally register it. Even when I'm like looking at the schedule and planning out my packs, don't register it at all, which is bad because it's clearly some amazing stuff that I could be checking out. Okay, this is all bubbling and a brewing. I think I want to say we sort of wrapped up to the point of like the end of the day, so I knew that I wouldn't do anything we don't need to do. These are bubbling and brewing. This is bubbling and brewing. That's bubbling and brewing. Hi, how are you home already? Oh, can't believe I dipped, baby. I dipped. I did a final. I went and saw Dale Stair, who is a streamer that's over in Dale Stair, who's a streamer over in Adelaide. We have this happened with Bry Supersaurus like a year or so ago, where I wasn't able to follow him on Twitch. I'm having the same thing happen with Dale Stair, so the two of us got to figure it out because we love being able to raid new people and support different people. So I caught up with them because they were sitting at the Black Dog Institute, which does a lot of work around mental health. We caught up with Liz Dahlia, who was we've raided before, and she was set up at the Game on Cancer stall. So we made donations at both of them. They had a few different prizes and stuff, which we're gonna have a stream on Wednesday that's gonna be a little bit different, but I've also picked up a bunch of stuff that I don't know what is in there. And so we'll open that as we do stuff on Wednesday. This one is purely just for me to like, I just want to play video games. We're just gonna hang out and it's gonna be okay. And then we ran into Pete, literally ran into Pete from Back Pocket, who we've raided before. And we on purpose ran into Tifa, who does like different sort of content creation, not necessarily streaming like at times that we're streaming. And then I was like, I'm out. I'm done. I'm like, still had to go back to the hotel, grab my stuff, get on a train back home, get home, had a shower, because like I was showering twice a day already, but like, yeah, definitely needed that second shower today because it's hot. It's a warm day and it's a warm PAX. So that's a very long story of like, and that is why I'm home. I can introduce so many lovely people. Amazing mayhem, amazing. But this is so Tifa, who was the last person that we sort of caught up with. They had a very good question of like, what has been, and we can ask it again. Well, we can ask it during the week, depending on who's in the chat. Like, what has been your favorite part? Mine is essentially, it was sort of like two sides of the same coin. So Doom Cutie, who does a podcast, hands down last night, I suspected mayhem. Outside of seeing people you don't normally get to see because of location, which was really, really lovely. So outside of that, there was two panels. One of them was run by Doom Cutie, who runs the podcast Confession of a Gamer Girl, which is like, it's a brilliant podcast, great conversations. The wind has blown over the green screen that was showing before. That's hilarious. So they ran a podcast essentially on sort of women in like content creation in general, not just streaming, and things to be aware of, different ways to protect yourself, all that sort of stuff, which is like, it's a very relevant conversation to have. And I sort of spoke to her and one of the other panelists afterwards. I was like, look, I always like outside of, yes, we should be supporting people who are making good stuff and all that sort of jazz. I'm like, I always come along to this stuff too, because people do weird stuff or untoward stuff. Like if you're a queer person, if you're a person with disability, and I was like, I was like, so I'm like, I also come along because I'm like, there's going to be stuff in here that I can like implement to like protect myself, protect my community, all that sort of jazz. And like part of that also too was like a conversation of like what masculinity or the idea of masculinity plays, say, in the content creation space in regards to women. The flip side to it, like a panel that was a few hours later, hi, was run by Movember, which we're going to be doing next month. So head will be shaved, face will be very clean shaved. I don't think I'll have a tan line because it's not been like summery, thank goodness. But yeah, Movember ran a panel that essentially was sort of like the more masculine side of that conversation. And so they had a football player there. They had like a which they didn't put on their program. They had like a different like a streamer there as well, who I didn't know, and that's okay. You can't know everyone. I think that's very much what I was finding out over the weekend. I'm like, I'm assuming that you make stuff. I don't know what you make. I don't know who you are, but happy to listen and learn. And then they had sort of two researchers, a psychologist, and I think their CEO or something like that. Essentially, so this panel of like what role does sort of masculinity and the way that masculinity is changing has in regards to mental health and, you know, the amount of gaming. Like when does like is there a Goldilocks zone to how much gaming you should be doing before it potentially becomes a problem, and how do we create these more positive masculine spaces, positive masculine spaces to ensure that we're sort of making it a safe environment for everybody. So those two panels were really great. Very much sort of everyone is on the same page of what they would like to achieve, which was great. But yeah, it was really, really good. And then like, you know, a whole bunch of other panels and stuff that I went to that's like, yep, this is great, this is amazing, but like you can't attend everything, which is also annoying. But yeah, I find that it's always like people first, absolutely. I just remembered, I'm like, I think maybe we have to go see the Coven. People first, absolutely, all the time, because it's amazing to see people in person that you've not had the opportunity to meet in person before.
Who's that Pokemon?
So yeah, like, but outside of that, like some of the panels are amazing. The fact that they ran 2 weddings, also amazing. Ridiculous, but amazing. Okay, to the Coven. To the Coven. Hey, Munchkin, what are we doing? Juliet, you okay, babe?
How do you make yourself do things you don't want to do?
Oh,
I tell myself that I can have ice cream after. Why?
I love that as an
Mom keeps
idea.
saying I have to call Grammy. That's her mom. But Grammy only ever wants to know 2 things: my grades and whether I'll agree to a bat mitzvah.
Well, look, you gotta talk to your Grammy while you have a Grammy, because you're not gonna have them forever. And if they only want to talk about those 2 things, at least you're prepared for that conversation. Okay, so clearly we missed Juliet throughout the day. We're gonna hold on to those for now, just because some of them are like quite explicit, like the dirt. We almost have enough dirt. The fact that I have been slowly building my dirt pile this whole time because I need 50 pieces of dirt to make a big veggie patch. Now I don't know. Ooh, we do have a new one.
Ooh, it's my turn! Yay! I can't believe they made me wait until second to last. I hate secrets.
But the Coven itself is one big secret.
Yeah, but it's one we keep together, so that's more fun. There's still friction with the normies, though, and since Otto was elected, it's gotten worse. So, enter the charm potion.
Are you serious?
Charm
I
potion.
asked Grandma if we could use the charm potion to smooth things over between the Coven and the town last spring. And she said no.
Well, yeah, dingus. You don't want to charm an entire town. Not only would that take forever, but it's a surefire way to make people go, huh, maybe one of my neighbors is a witch. One person at a time, though, less of a problem.
Got it. One charm potion coming up.
Okay, so we've learned how to... Oh, look at this bottle. That's so cute. Drink this potion to become instantly more charismatic to people you interact with. Wears off when you go to sleep. Make a charm potion as part of your quest to unlock the Acolyte's identity. There we go. That's a lot closer. That's cute. That's cute. I mean, it kind of messes with free will a little bit, but it is a cute bottle. But it's a cute bottle, though. Are you right, Munchkin? You good, mate? Face rubs. Okay, hooray! Well, I guess we head back home. Mind you, so... Ooh, okay, so that one, so we know about Shelby, we know about Amira. And then we're going to learn about the Acolyte. Purely off of attitude. I don't know how much they've messed with that person's voice. Like, I'm guessing they're Violet, just through like the ooh, let's go, like just the attitude that they have. They could completely gender bend the voices though, which would be very entertaining. Hey, Munchkin, you okay? Yeah, I was giving pats. Oh, hang on. Yeah, you got a claw stuck. I'll help. Oh, there you go. Good girl. Or are you gonna finagle your way down here? Or are you gonna go down there? Okay, good girl. It's that with English. Essentially, it is that sort of first like muggy heat, like of the season that we've had today. Like when I got home too, it was like, ooh, it's all this a little bit. Ugh. Ooh, we're missing. Damn, honey. That's okay. We should. Let me go check the hives. I think I made two. But they tap from the same. Oh, so we should have honey tomorrow. Bella. The problem is. Okay, so Lena wants honey, but she doesn't need it immediately. Like, it'll hold 5 more days until the Fairhaven Summer Festival. Beautiful. That's ready to go. Speak to the Farseer after the summer to see if the Fae folk like your offering. Okay, so we've already given Shelby honey. I was like, I know I've got another quest that involves honey, and that's okay. So we can wake up in the morning and step outside, take a deep breath, and get real high. Ignore that. I'm going to. Okay,
Should I go to bed?
Let's go to bed, babes. So we'll have honey in the morning. Gorgeous. Hopefully we'll also have cotton in the morning. More cotton. 4 more days until the summer festival. Oh, what did I grow? What did I grow? Oh, the hops has to have stuff hanging off that. Beautiful. Okay, honey. Oh, see, this is my problem, right? If I can find the honey. I want to say it makes 3. Oh gosh, where? In here? No. Am I completely blind? I feel like I am. That's 6. Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. Aha, there we go. Make one thing of honey. You're killing me. You're killing me, beehives. The thing will be, once we actually have enough to make the massive veggie patch, I plan on turning all of this into flowers so we can just churn out more honey. Because the honey takes a very, very long time. Did we only need one piece of honey? Thank goodness. Which also means that is going to be... You good, babe? That is going to be ready by this evening. Yeah. It'll be ready by this evening, but I think we will have to give the honey during the day. 2 hours. Hi. Good girl. Okay. Let's go collect everything. Hi. Why do you have an exclamation point? Is it just because you've not been fed? Beautiful. Now, Meg is the only chicken... Oh, I can't remember what I gave them last time. Let's try strawberries. Nope. They're the only chicken that I don't know what their favorite food is. And we did we essentially did a foresight spell to find out, like, what their favorite food was. I thought it would just tell us the food. It told us the season. And so that's why only those are highlighted. And a little pat for Henrietta. Gorgeous. Hey, nerd! Welcome on in. How you doing? How you doing? How have you been? It's lovely to have you here. We're just feeding some chickens. Nothing too serious. Just feeding some chickens. You like pomegranate? There you go. Make the chickens all sparkly. Because that's really what happens in real life. If you find out what a chicken's favorite food is, they start shining like they're covered in glitter. Okay, that's all. We'll let those trees grow. Oh, please tell me we have... Oh, thank goodness. I was like, please tell me you're going to give us more lovely clumps of weeds. Because I need to make more dirt. I just need a few more things of dirt. Give a hi.
Violet's incredible with herbs.
Very
Whenever
cute
she
chicken.
visits me, she points out all sorts of weeds right outside my door I can turn into tea.
Okay, now I really think that Violet is the acolyte. Chicken server... Chicken is serving up glamorous foxy. I mean, hopefully they don't get turned into fox food. That would be bad. That would be, Don't grow facial hair. Somehow, it will end up in your mouth. You're like, how did you even... I don't think I have anything Giva likes, so we're just going to give them some soup. There you go, my dear. Enjoy your day.
How practical.
How practical. Yep, it's food. And we don't have the silk that she wants yet either. Now, I think these should all be watered. That's got 1 more day, so tomorrow that's got 4 more days. My goodness. Beautiful. Making more soil. That's almost good to go. Let's go feed the cat. Thank you. We'll give it a pat first. No sound, don't grow facial hair. It's just never ending. It's just never ending. Hey, Punchy? Good girl. Now this cat's love hearts
You
are
still
full.
liked that, didn't you, kitty?
Apparently something is going to happen with the cat, and I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. If we scout up here, the woods, if we do that first and then go back, we'll be able to start the next lot of soil making. La-da-da-da, apparently. But yeah, nerd, how have you been? Have you had a good... You'd be like halfway through your weekend, correct? Hope it's been lovely. You've been able to do things you would like to do and also unwind if you needed to unwind. We're currently unwinding ourselves. Okay, beautiful. I do love our little spell that makes us go speedy. Hi, Munchkin. Up you go. I'm just a thing to be walked over. Now, I was thinking when this onsen got built, mind you, it got built in a day. When it got built, I was like, I wonder if that means stuff isn't going to appear around it. And it doesn't appear so. I'm going to let these trees grow. Like this one, because then we get more. More. Today, I just took it easy after a busy work week and my lower back has been a little sore. It has. The weekend's been really good. We've got plenty of photos. I haven't put day 3 up on Discord yet, but we got plenty of photos, which was fabulous. Absolutely lovely time. Today was mainly like, okay, who can I make sure to try and catch up with? And there were still people that I missed because like just you can't catch everyone. This dirt is almost done. I'm so excited. It's ridiculous how excited I am for the dirt in this game. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, more dirt. And like soil. Because how much do we... 45, we need 5 more pieces. 5 more bits of soil, and then I can finally make my big veggie patch. I'm unnecessarily excited about it. It's ridiculous. Really enjoyed your social media daily adventure. Particularly yesterday, I was sitting there, I was like popping them all in, and I'm like, oh, I checked out too many indie games. Because like at one point, like particularly say like on Instagram with like the little bits up the top, but like if there's 3 things, it's like they're big chunks. And you're like, oh, okay, that's that. We checked out so many of the indie games. It just became like this little like, I was like, oh no. I've made so many new friends through friends and I wasn't even at PAC. Amazing, Mayhem. Amazing. It really is a little bit like that. Like you will meet a few new people, and the wine. Oh, I did have a prosecco. I was like, I need something fresh. I need something bubbly, and not necessarily like a can of soft drink. So I'm like, let's just have a prosecco for lunch. It wasn't like I actually did eat lunch as well. I was like, let me be very clear. Don't just drink alcohol. Good to have a balance. As a Napa Valley born boy, I'm like, do you need a tour guide? It's like that's why we have to finish on time tonight. Because I'm like, because I need to drive to a friend's place and pick up some wine that is at their place because it got delivered from essentially a weekend away where we went and tried wines and what have you. Now this intrigues me. We're going to get a cutscene with Thomas. Let's go.
Hi, Thomas. Having a nice day?
There you are. Been wanting to talk to you. That offer to buy my place I mentioned before? Well, whoever it is, they've stepped it up. Got more letters in the mail. Seen tracks around the farm that aren't mine. What about you? Has anyone offered to buy your farm? Any idea who it might be?
I would never sell. No, but maybe it's a local. No, but maybe it's a tourist. Oh. Maybe it's a local?
No, but maybe the buyer is a local. Someone who fell in love with the view from your place.
No. Anyone who has lived here for a decent spell knows how I feel about my farm. Just keep your eyes and ears open and don't trust anyone, especially newcomers.
What about me? I'm a newcomer too, Thomas.
Nah, you're an islander now, Tara. And we have to protect this place.
I was gonna say, we're best friends. I was gonna say, I'm like, we're a newcomer. Like, we've been here for a season. That's it. I was like, nah, you're family now. You're family. We're best friends. The wine shipments, my friend has me drive to pick up his. How do friends get roped into deliveries? Excuse me. Free tastings of bottles of wine around the holidays. I mean, that's true. It's true. I mean, it's because we got them a whole, like there was 4 of us, and so we got like a case, or I think like it was the equivalent of a case. Because the last sort of trip we went on, the state essentially has like this agreement that say like the last winery that you go to, itchy. The last winery that you go to on that day, you can sort of essentially pile everything in, and then they'll ship it back. And so rather than saying like you can't get it shipped to 4 different addresses for one case, so it got sent to one friend, which is fair enough. And then I was like, I can go grab it tonight, because tomorrow is Monday morning, and there'll just be extra traffic because Monday morning. Deliver me Moscato, or that's it. Friendship. Oh, Moscato. Ask me to deliver a Chardonnay, and I'll burn your house down. I'm very much, my palate is all over the place. It's very just dependent on taste. Like, so I've got reds and whites and sparklings and stuff, and like sparklings and reds and whites too. Summertime though, love a cold red sparkling. They're just delicious. But yeah, all over the place, like all over the place. I will like a Pinot from one winery and then not like the next winery's Pinot. Entirely depends on taste. It's 11 o'clock. The clock is dinging at us. Let's go. Let's talk to Wesley. Love sparkling wine. It's usually Chardonnay grape. Yeah, like and even that's like, oh, I love sparkling wine, but I will like a sparkling wine more from like one winery over another one. Or like it'll be like, oh, this is fine if I was served it at a function. I don't want a bottle of it in my house. Wesley.
What's your selection of fantasy books like, Wesley?
Quite robust, though the titles I carry are a bit, obscure.
I'll have to visit your shop sometime and see for myself.
Do we actually get to leave the island to visit the shop? Oh, nerd, I don't think they're an elf. I think they're a werewolf. He should talk when we give him this. So if you watch the teeth, not so much elf. I mean, the ears, you're like, ooh, and then they open them.
Oh, I can't wait to drink some of this while reading the latest detective novels that came in.
Those are some prominent canines. I think we just got a little friendship indicator from him, so that's nice. Kim, how are we?
That meteorologist seems cool. I want to ask her to get coffee at Sophia's, but what if she thinks I'm hitting on her?
Would you be hitting on her?
No. I mean it. She just gives off good vibes.
Yeah, but then just ask her to coffee. Like, hey, you're new. Would you like to go get coffee? Particularly if they're a nice person. It's fine.
Hey, this is just like my dad makes. I mean, it's not as good as his version, but this is the best you can get in Fairhaven.
Oh, I love that we make the best rice wine in town. It's like, thanks. I did it in my garage. Crazy. No means no. She said no. Yeah.
It's so hot the kids have even expressed an interest in joining Parker when he goes to the Consciousness Center. Cameron's got his AC blasting at all times, of course.
Bad for the environment. Now this lady likes her apple cider. I definitely need to find out more of their favorite foods.
I love apple cider. Oh, it's like autumn in a mug. Thanks, Tara.
You're welcome, Lena. Is there anything I need to buy from you? No, hang on. No to the sugar. No to the eggs. No to the milk. Oats, we're good. Flour, we're good. Cheese, we're good. The fact that she doesn't sell like everything, and by everything I mean like all the different out of season food, or she doesn't sell the in season vegetables. So I haven't figured out what the rules are. Pomegranate. Yep, plenty of pomegranates. Let's go. see, Bruno?
I wish my dad was still here to see the bathhouse you built.
I didn't
He
build it.
told me stories about visiting the hot springs
I
in
just supplied
Switzerland
the
when
wood.
he was a boy. Now I can pretend I'm summering in Lycabod.
Garage rice wine. Ugh. Look, it'll get you drunk, but it might hallucinate too. That's so funny and true. It's so true. Garage rice wine.
You sure you want a simple fella like me to have this?
Yes. Yes, I do. And we've got plenty of your stuff. Thank you very much, Bruno. Enjoy. Oh, it's all happening in here.
I'm ready for it to be fall. It's peak pie season after all.
Lady, it's just gone summer. What do you mean you're ready for it to be fall? Goodness. Goodness.
Oh, Tara, you're sweet.
Oh, we try. We try our best. I think I have... Yeah, plenty. The main reason I was checking the soy is because we make a lot of soy candles. I'll take a blueberry pie to go.
That new onsen is just the thing for soothing my sore back. No one tells you that owning a bar is like 90% hauling bags of ice.
That's a lot of ice, bro. It's a lot of ice. Now, this is our current boyfriend.
Ho, sun's out, buns out.
Whoa there, Kai.
Oh, hey, I totally meant hamburger buns. A sunny summer day is the best for throwing meat on the grill.
It's like, buns out, baby. Let's go. Now, do I have... Oh, thank goodness. I was like, do I still have some of your favorite food? There you go. His simple man.
You made this all for me?
I don't need the backstory for it, though. I love that, like, he gets called partner. Like, this is your partner.
Usually, I don't eat carbs. I don't know any TV actors who do, and old habits die hard. But even I can't resist the summer pastries Angus has been making. His dough is flakier than my first agent.
Plus, you're supporting a Consciousness Center member by buying his products.
Yes, I like the way you think.
It's like, yes, justify my love of baked goods. Now, what I'm hearing is I should be visiting Angus's shop to grab some of his food. I'll just give you a croissant. That'll tide you over.
Have you ever considered...
No, I don't. I haven't considered starting a farm-to-table service. I'm too busy. I'm a witch on the run. He's the type to cut a muffin in half and sniff it. He would. Gotta take it in. Hello? How are we? Amira?
Francis came to me complaining of headaches. Turns out he's been clenching his jaw when he sleeps. I suggested he go relax in the new onsen. He has to learn how to chill out, or he's gonna grind his teeth to dust.
Don't want to grind teeth to dust. That's not healthy. It's not healthy to grind teeth to dust. We do know what your favorite food is. I just don't happen to have it. I'm so sorry. Have some blueberry tart. That'll get you through the afternoon. Have some tart. Oh my god, a witch.
Thanks.
It's the part about this game I really enjoy. The fact that you're also, it's like, yep, sure, it's like a crafty little farm simulator, but you're also a witch. Now, I feel like we've done these three. So let's add some Nigella. So this is our grandma's grave. She's in the first season, which is spring. And then she passes away when we move into summer, which is, it's sad, but she's also quite old. She's very aware and ready to go. And it's quite beautiful that we can keep leaving flowers. I thought maybe it was just gonna be like a one and done, but like they're there for like 3-4 days and then they just disappear. And we leave some more.
Remember when I poured an entire bucket of water from the well over my head to cool off? Yeah. This summer's weather has got me thinking about doing that again, Grandma.
That's another thing I like too. Like she has like it's not just like oh, I miss you, Grandma, like every time. It's like unique bits of dialogue. And sometimes they're about things that have just happened, which is really cool. Let's go. The music in this game is really quite beautiful. Now Shelby might be at the beach because this is Shelby's house. Shelby's actually like my favorite character. They're so adorable in just like a classic, almost like Disney sort of old man type of way. Well, you gotta figure out how to do this. You're like, okay, Shelby, let's go. You made some stew for me. Sure did, Shelby.
You look sad.
Oh no.
What's up, Parker?
Yeah, well, yesterday was the summer block party in my old neighborhood. Most years I go back to the city for it, but I have too many projects right now. I had Emmy and Finn help me flip burgers and make punch, but it wasn't the same.
Oh, Lordy. Let's go see Vanessa.
Giva is quite the determined young woman. She reminds me of myself when I came to Fairhaven. I hope she'll find this town just as welcoming as I did.
Fabulous. Like, there's some people where, like, our friendship's already, like, maxed out, so it's like, oh, I only need to talk to you. Like, I don't need to have
Sometimes I make Sebastian
give
rub
some
my
food.
feet after work. He hates it.
I mean, I do understand his point of view.
But hey, now I don't have to. I've been going to the onsen instead. You and Kim are lifesavers.
Oh. I was like, the reason why, like, the rubbing the feet thing's a little bit like, Sebastian's her little brother. I was like, oh, don't ask your little brother to rub your feet. That's not okay. It's not okay. But you know what? You have some quiche. She's another person whose favorite food we don't know yet.
This is clutch.
Clutch.
Wait, did you tell I was getting hangry?
Can you tell it's getting angry? Indeed. Beautiful. Now, I think I already have, plenty of marigold, plenty of sunflower. I can't remember what this...
Hey, Tara. Do you have the supplies for my boutique yet?
Not quite there yet, but soon.
Yay! Oh, you're gonna look so cute in my new styles.
So this is going to, it's going to be... It's going to be interesting, mainly because we've been in the same clothes the whole time, and they make it, like, when they give us that side quest, they make this little comment of like, oh, I feel like I wear this every day.
You know, the town hall has many interesting artifacts from Fairhaven's history on display. Well, feel free to view them anytime.
We'll just give you some food, because I've got plenty of yours. He's one of those people that was like quite easy to like figure out what his
look
was.
At the quality of
like,
the
here you
puff
go.
pastry. You're quite...
Bakery's closed. She's tired of looking like a country music star. Absolutely. She does look like a country music star. That's so spot on.
I just adore Wesley. There's a man who knows his suit size. Most men go a size too big. It's strange, though. I told him I'd stop by his store in Milkwater, and he looked panicked.
Maybe he's doing renovations or something.
I suppose.
Oh. Now I think, I was like, a pina colada is the only thing I know that is his favorite food. So I was like, here you go.
Oh, that's gonna give me brain freeze.
Wedding ring mold. So, like, our relationship has got to the point that we can propose. I'm just gonna buy this. A mold for crafting the traditional iron wedding ring in Fairhaven. Oh, he makes no comment on it? How do you not make it? How are you not like, oh my god. Take the wedding ring roll to Natalia. Oh, here we go. A bit of a cutscene.
So, do you really think you'll be able to get these medals done in time for the leveling up ceremony, Natalia?
You bet. Of course, houses of worship usually play host to other types of ceremonies, if you know what I mean. Perhaps as messenger, you ought to set an example and go first.
I'm too committed to the work I'm doing with our members to focus on my own personal life, Natalia.
Oh, what? Wait. Is she trying to ask him out? Cameron, your options are limited because you're kind of a doofus. I was going to use a different word. Don't be a martyr. Take your time.
I admire your dedication, Messenger. I'm sure when you're ready, you'll be equally committed to your partner.
Oh, I'm sure of that. She would be one lucky lady. Excuse me, I've got to go see if the first batch is cooled.
I hope you won't think I'm being egotistical, but I suspect that Natalia's ribbing is disguising a bit of a crush.
Oh, you think,
Unfortunately, I've already got my eyes on someone else. Well, I better be going. I'm needed back at the Consciousness Center. Hope I see you soon, Tara.
Okay, so anyone that has a lot of hearts means that we can potentially romance them. I'm not romancing this guy. I'm just building relationships for cutscenes. Thank you very much. If he gets all like, hey, we're gonna be like, just friends. Ta-ta. Because you can do that. We've shut down Damon. Damon's like, hey, do you maybe want to go on a date sometime? We're like, oh, just friends. He's giving off real serial killer vibes. He's from Hollywood. He's from Hollywood and is kind of like a copy of Tom Cruise. Like, he runs this whole little religion. It's Scientology. It's crazy. It's crazy that it's in this game. I find it wild it's in this game.
Sometimes working next to Francis is frustrating, but then I see him through the window and I'm like, who is that dashing man with the loop? Oh yeah, my fiancé.
You two are hilarious. Yeah, may have some of the stuff you're like, oh, like stuff will pop up in this game. You're like, oh, okay, weird. But yeah, it's so wild that there is essentially a Tom Cruise Scientology character in this game. Like, why? Why is it in here? Oh, let's talk to Natalia first.
I want to be better friends with Vanessa. She's the only other woman who regularly comes to the Consciousness Center. But she's so regal, you know? Does she have friends? Does she even need them?
She's just so cool.
Hi, Natalia. Can you make a wedding ring using this mold?
Oh, I sure can, but bring me some raw materials first.
Like these raw materials?
Have you brought the raw materials to make a wedding ring?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I'll work on this all night. Come back tomorrow.
I'm not gonna try and marry the guy straight away. I'm just gonna have it ready. We're just gonna be prepared, you know? We're just gonna be ready. Make a charm potion as part of your quest to unlock the Acolyte's identity. So we stuck that in there at like, what, 7 a.m.? So we should be like 4-ish hours through. Because if we miss, I'm pretty sure it's Violet. If we miss Violet during the day, it just means that we have to wait another day in order to be like, oh, it's you. Like, I think it is you. Let's make some cheese. Just because we've never made cheese before. The reason why I'm making soy candles is, so Kai, our partner, owns like a shop. And his is coming across as the most difficult shop to level up. And that is purely because he doesn't accept a lot of goods and you sort of need to do purchasing and selling to like level up someone's store, right? Shelby, that's who we haven't found today. I was like, there's still someone we haven't seen. Shelby should be at the beach. So we must have missed each other. La da 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 da. But yeah, this it's a brilliant game. Apparently it goes across 3 years, I think, like in-game years. And because the witches are the one that progress the seasons, there he is. Because witches are the ones that progress the seasons, it means that you can spend weeks playing in one season because you have to go, okay, everybody, we're now changing the seasons. So it's such a beaut game, and I love the fact that it is voice acted, a lot of queer characters. It's really, really good.
So you were living in the city before you came here. What did you do?
You mean like a job? I was a stock trader.
A stock trader?
Wait, really?
What?
Why did you quit?
Just because you're good at something doesn't mean it's the right life for you. One day it all came crashing down, so I walked away.
That's wise advice. Just because you're good doesn't mean it's good for you. It'd be like doing excessive gaming. Like, you can be enjoying it, doesn't mean it's gonna be healthy for you.
Is that heavenly aroma fish stew? Why, thank you.
Yo, welcome. Shelby, I'm gonna buy you all your stock. Because you just have random bits of stock every time. We love it. Casual friend. Ooh, we might have a cutscene with them tomorrow. Fabulous. Okay. Let's up and up. And then back to our place, and we'll go downstairs and check the potion. Oh, meow. Sorry, madam. So I didn't realize you needed some pats. That better? Oh. Good girl. That was a quirky little meow. But yeah, bless. If you're just hanging out in the background, if you're lurking with us, it's lovely to have you here. Hope you are having a long weekend. Hoping you're having a lovely weekend. Hope you're having a long weekend. You might be, 20 minutes ago. Fabulous. Okay, that's still got 16 hours. Let's make, okay, I've got 5 of those. I've got 1 of those. Let's make some essence of silver. Let's make some more rice wine to keep Kim happy. The rum takes forever. 20 minutes. There's a little crystal ball. Flour. Bone meal. Beautiful. Powdered calcium. There's all of that. Beautiful. Still 20 minutes. Tick tock on the clock, baby, turn the DJ up. Actually, we should probably have some other. Let's use some crystal ball potion. So I love that we get access to a crystal ball, but then it's like, Actually, let's make some levitation potion. It's like, oh, you can't just use this crystal ball whenever you'd like to. You're gonna have to farm resources and make a potion, and there's a potion for using the crystal ball. Which I can appreciate, like as a game mechanic, but they're like, well, we're just not gonna let you have all the answers for free. Because I think we've only done it to 1 person and 1 chicken. Because that's how we found out that one of the chickens likes a seasonal vegetable. We just need to find the right seasonal vegetable, which is proving a chore. Okay. We need a 310 because we need to find the witch when they are in their non-witchy form. Now I'm pretty sure it's Violet.
Am I sure this is the Acolyte Witch? I'll have to make another potion and explain myself if I'm wrong.
I'm pretty sure it is. Just attitude alone. One of the other witches, the text, like color of their voice, see how like Tara's is orange there, matched up. I think it was Shelby's, I think, matched up. And potentially the High Priestess. But I don't know if it's a rule. Attitude-wise, it's Violet.
Here you go, Violet.
Yes! You figured it out!
Yay!
What gave me away? Now you're really one of us. I know it's a bit intimidating being the newest member, but I can already tell you're gonna do great.
Charmed, I'm sure. Also, this game, if you've not played it before, all the quests are called like all these adorable different names. I absolutely love it. Okay. Which means we have to wait until this evening to get potentially our next character quest. Potentially. Vanessa needs some paper. And you know what? We'll give... considering we buy our toadstools.
Daphne!
Jesus.
You must make haste!
I'm hurrying. God, it's a good routine, but we usually gets played just before the timer finishes, like at the beginning. That was a jump scare. I love it.
And here I thought I might have to wait until I could go to Milkwater to get
Too
this.
funny. Thanks. Ned. Thank you. And what was the other one? Shelby. Shelby should hopefully still be at the beach. Let's see if we can catch him. Long time no see. I'm assuming you're talking to Nerd. It has been a while, but that's okay. People have things on, particularly in different time zones and stuff like that too. Like it's real difficult to not catch people for a while. Okay, here you go. Hilarious that we're giving Shelby toadstools, and we will buy more toadstools off Shelby.
Hey, that will save me a fair bit of trouble. Thanks kindly.
You're welcome, Shelby. Shelby, you're my favorite. Don't tell everybody, but you're my favorite. Now we already went to the north, didn't we? It's being sassy at you. Jack and I were at the same convention over the weekend. You were in here earlier though, can't believe. That's why I thought maybe you were talking to Nerd, because you've already been in here before. Oh dear, it's been a long convention. But hi. Yes, long time no see. It's been 3 days since the last workplace accident. Been an old man sleeping while Jack's streaming. I mean, that's healthy. That's a healthy option, Nerd. It's a healthy option to sleep rather than stay up late. Okay, let's do some fishing just to pass the time.
Got one.
We have a slow king. We have a slow king in the chat. We just fished with a chub to catch a chub. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Hilarious that you need a chub to catch a chub. Chub chub.
Oh, got one.
What have we got in here? I'm indeed a slow king. I'm a slow king now. It's been a fast-paced weekend. Slow kings all around. Awesome. Goodness. Oh, we have an ad going. Perfect time to do some fishing, because nothing's really gonna progress. Let's try cricket. And then we'll check out... Hi, Munchkin. We'll check out what Frosty Tools has put together.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Gotcha.
Welcome back. A verse from a collective tale in Jack's cozy stream. The chat's a gleam. Nerd with popcorn dreams. The Clado fled, no catch instead, while Nightbot spreads good deeds ahead. Martyr vibes and sassy jibes. Tom Cruise spoofs and high pants tribes. Quokka's back in play. Nerd's old man naps keep work at bay. Slowking appears, reigns supreme in this wild, whimsical Twitch dream. Oh! You right? This cat. Bloody hilarious. Okay, is that enough? Satisfied? Beautiful. Okay. On to the next one. Okay, I think there's one more spot I can fish up here. Oh, can we fish off the waterfall? No, that makes sense. That makes sense. So we can't fish off a waterfall. It's also way too high for like to be catching like salmon. Now let's see if we can get this bigger one. We'll use the chub. We'll aim for one of the bigger ones.
Oh, quick!
No, not you. Not you, sir. There we go. Now, what do we got? It's a salmon. That makes sense. There's a waterfall. Let's try worms, because we've got two little ones, so I don't want to use chub, because we'll potentially get a chub. But if we get a... Let's see. A dace. Okay, so we're not getting anything new, which is fine. So there's still some river fish, river, lake, ocean. We're still missing one more thing from the ocean. Mountain fish. Oh, so there's only two more for us to catch. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be difficult. That's just gonna be a numbers game. Fun times. I love PAX, but I think it was a set. Oh, see you, Giver. Bye. I think it was a servant to too many masters trying to catch up with people, play magic, see the show floor, go to panel. Yeah, there's a lot. Particularly, like, I feel like Lorcana definitely wasn't there last year. They had a massive store? Yeah, they had a massive store because they were clearly selling packs and packs and packs of the stuff. But they also had like several tables dedicated to it. Same as like Magic, and also I want to say Warhammer. Like, I feel like that wasn't there last year. Like having massive tables set aside, being like, this is for this, which is totally cool and fine. But like, I think that's a recipe. That's where like you start seeing, say, like a not so much a shift, but just like where like a strong interest lies. Same as like a lot of the like sort of D&D panels. Like they were really like fully attended, like a lot of people, even for sort of like the say like the late night one that we went to on Friday. So like a real heavy attendance.
With a recipe inside.
Churros! I can't remember who likes churros. I want to say Violet likes churros. I think. We've got mail. We probably should have checked the letterbox this morning, but I'm too excited to make churros. Maybe we're calling it a dessert. We're calling it a dessert? No. Oh yes, we are. I was like, how are we? I was like, it's not anything else. Oh, but it requires chocolate. Let's make 3. Beautiful. Let's check the mail. So it's probably important. That's probably something that we should have checked in with. Dear Tara, I wanted to invite you to the grief support group that I run. Violet, Sebastian, and Juliet come sometimes too. We would all love to have you at the next meeting. It's very casual. Just bring something to eat or drink and let me know when you're ready. Sincerely, Vanessa.
That's sweet. What should I bring? Maybe berry smoothies?
Oh, for everyone. Okay, 3 berry smoothies, which I think are done in my little... No, that's a juicer. 3 berry smoothies. I have a blender in here. That's so specific. Like, let's bring berry smoothies to the bereavement club. I feel like they wouldn't travel well. Yeah? Call me an old man again, Frosty. I might accidentally spill this cup of water on you. So much to do with so little time. I was talking to someone this afternoon around how it's like, oh, like, it needs to be more. No, it needs to be less. So it's like, no, like, this, like, no soul thing. Actually, Cuddly, if you're still here, when I was talking to Glitch, they were saying, like, if you have ideas for how to better do the merch selling, that can be fed back to PAX. It can be fed back to PAX. Which I was like, very, very cool. Speaking of very, very cool, Metaverse, welcome on in. Lovely to have you here. Hope you've been having a lovely weekend.
I thought I was done with physics forever after school got out. But then I was reading this guidebook to build structurally sound skate ramps, and it busted out words like velocity and friction and projectile motion. Man, physics is freaking haunting me.
That's the thing. You are never, ever done with maths. Maths just keeps happening all the time. You are welcome.
Pizza.
You're welcome. It's
Sorry,
lovely to have you
I'll
here.
turn into a troll when I'm hungry.
It's lovely to have
and
you here.
I'm always hungry.
And I'm always hungry. Okay, Sebastian. We can head to the Coven. Let's go. I didn't think you would stream today. How was packed? Loved all the photos. Thank you very much. Look, I got home and I was like, you know what? I'm like, I just need to do like this to essentially sort of like unwind for a little bit. So it's like, oh, I need to. We'll definitely stop at like 7 o'clock because I need to head off and go and pick up some wine from a friend's place, which like they're sort of back towards the city essentially. I was like, I had originally told them last week, I'm like, oh, I've got like the Monday off, so I might do it Monday morning. I'm like, no, but that's gonna have weekday traffic. Even if it's not peak hour, it's gonna be more annoying. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just go Sunday evening. And she's all okay with that. So I was like, beautiful, I will see you then. Okay, here we go. We get her to... Ta-da!
We totally need to do a Bring Your Familiar to Coven night. Amira's told me so much about her red fox.
Excuse me? What do you mean she has a red fox? I've just got a black cat. It's so stereotypical.
It may sound silly, but I'm curious to know what everyone else's familiars are like.
Do I have to bring my cat next time to the next meeting? Is that what's going to happen? Here we go. Here we go. So, okay, so with the shoeies, I ended up leaving because there was a person right behind me blasting. Like, it was like, I was like, I was getting to the point that I wanted to turn around and tell them to not so politely be quiet. And they were like interjecting while these people are up on stage trying to like entertain, do a panel and all that sort of stuff. And like a few people would shout out to like show support, be like, yeah guys, you got this, come on, let's go. And this guy's just like running commentary. And I was like, I'm like, I need to remove myself from the situation. So I went for a walk and then I came back to the same theater because that's where they ran the mental health and gaming one, which I'm like, oh, how ironic. But look, this is just something that you do. You're like, I am having these feelings. It's time for me to leave. They definitely raised a lot of money, but I was like, I need to go because this person is, I'm like, particularly too, it's like, it's been a long day. I've eaten and I've drank water, but probably not enough of either. And so patience is thin. So we're just gonna leave. We're gonna go for a walk. We're gonna chew on a muesli bar. We're gonna get some water. We're gonna drink some water, and then we'll come back in a little bit time. So it was all okay. But yes, so I am assuming there was a shoey 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm assuming there was more shoeys. It's more shoeys than I've ever seen in my life, and I feel like I've now, like for the rest of my life, I've had my fill of shoeys. I've seen enough. I do not need to see any more. But thank you for asking.
You have done well and proven yourself worthy of our trust. We have to be careful, as there are those that would do us harm.
Are the other two just going to reveal them?
The Coven doesn't hurt anyone.
The word witch conjures up old stereotypes and superstitions in
Yes,
people's
it does.
minds. They might panic when faced with something they don't understand. That's why we keep our identities a secret. Our friends and family might not accept us if they knew the truth.
Oh. Oh. I'm sorry, I've just noticed that something has changed in like the background of Twitch. Anyway, that's why we keep our entities a secret. Friends and family might not accept us. Give them a chance? Question mark? It does make sense though. It does make sense. Finally, time to use this emote. Hang on, I need to hover over it. A shoey. Oh yeah. Alyssa's shoey one. Who I saw today. It was lovely to see her. It was very, very nice. Makes sense. It does make sense.
Grandma never even told my dad. And I guess
This is
I
true.
haven't either.
We haven't told Dad.
Normal civilians, they don't know what to make of us. They think we only exist in fairy tales. So I think you suspect who I am. Write the speed up incantation. When you cast it, any crops or cauldrons nearby will grow or brew faster. Bring it to me in town when it's ready.
Okay, I'll make it speedy. Get it?
Run along, novice.
How are we still a novice? Like, we're doing stuff. This incantation will shorten the crafting or growing time of crops. Yes, please. Yes, please. Now, we will leave the rest of you to it. Let's go back to our desk to see what we need to do to cast this spell. Hopefully not more honey. I saw you so lovely photo of you too. There was a few. So Cuddly took some photos, and there was a few, and like some of them are bad, which is why we take multiple photos. It's okay. Because some of them I was like, oh no, I'm like, neither of us want that on the internet. Because we're like closing eyes and pulling weird faces because we're like halfway through something. That was very funny, but no, it was absolutely lovely to see her. Okay, let's go downstairs. Let's see what we need. Hopefully it's fortuitous and we have everything we need. This incantation will shorten a bit. Oh, because it takes topaz. Fabulous. Okay, craft. Okay, we've made the spell. Give the speed up incantation to the high priestess during the daytime. Of course. Of course. But of course, boost harvest. Oh, we are running out of materials for some of this stuff. The only reason why we haven't been making this is because it uses dirt. Dirt is precious. Dirt is precious, but we can make some crystal ball potion. Now, how much longer do you have? No, you are taking too long. That's fine. Let's check what's happening in the shed. Let's check what's happening in the shed.
Who's that Pokemon?
Oh, everything's like 17-ish hours. Everything out here is watered or fully grown. So, I reckon we go to bed. I reckon we progress time. It must be, hang on, I need to, how many days? 4 more days, okay. I was like, hang on a second. There's a Pidgey in the chat. That is what we have not been able to play. I'm gonna try and catch one. We have not been able to play Pidgey in one of the mainline games in so long. I miss my Pidgey.
Should I go to bed?
Yes, you should go to bed. Definitely get an early evening. Lots to do tomorrow, my dear. Lots to do. Fabulous. Okay, so last day of our spells, which is fine. let's pop this, and pop this, and pop this. Now we need that. Oh, that's almost ready to go. Beautiful. That's still got 7 more hours. Ultra Ball. Dead. Coming in hot for the Pidgey. There we go. Nice. Yeah, baby. So I did the woman who is that clever Pidgey. Clever girl. The woman whose voice that is was there. I stood next to her, but she was saying goodbye to the group that we were all sort of hanging out with. And I was like, oh, I'm like, I can't be like, before you go. I was like, no. I was like, she had to run off to do something before she hosted another panel. And I was like, it's fine. It's fine. I will see her at some point in the future. It'll be A-okay. But yeah, that playing, I was like, oh yeah. Why do we not need to water that? Interesting. Oh, we got cotton. We got cotton, baby. And we definitely need to plant more cotton. We need to plant more cotton. Actually, the cotton takes several days. 7 days. Screw it. We need it. Got to see Ruby and Swifty back up another way out. I did run into, so I ran into Pete today, which was like literally ran into Pete. Like we were walking towards each other in the main hall, and I was like, Pete, hi. Nice to meet you, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. Ruby told me to get a frog tattoo. She would advise people to get random tattoos. That's just in her nature. But I did see Swifty leaving the Movember panel, and it was just, I was like, you don't know me from like a bar of soap, but like, hi, nice to meet you, Josh, blah blah blah.
You still liked that, didn't you, Kitty?
They're so, like, it's just a community that is so generous with their time. They could just be like, oh, I'm so sorry, like I've got things to do, but like to actually stop and be like, how's your PAX going? Like, oh, I was like, this is why you have the community that you do. You just are happy to take a minute, say hi, all the good stuff. This was not enough weeds for today. Oh, there we go. More weed. Now I need this to grow. I want to tap it for sap again. But yes, indeed. I said hi to them while they're in line for coffee. That's an ideal time. That's an ideal time to say hi to people. They're like, well, we're all in this line together, and you want what is being sold. You're not going anywhere else, so let's do it. Now, can I boost harvest? Can I get? Wait, have I been able to get more soil this whole time? This might end our soil woes. I'm just gonna rather than trying to trial and error on just like one bit, we're just gonna do it to all of it. Let's go. And we definitely need, I've already done it on that one. Let's do it on this one. Now, did I just use a bonkers amount of bloody potion? Yes. That's okay. We definitely need more flowers. We need more flowers. I can buy myself flowers. Now, I don't think it's Vanessa. I feel like now that I'm reflecting on that, so they couldn't escape. I mean, there's that too. Reflecting on Violet and the fact that my main reason thinking it's Vanessa is because her name, the text color of her name is the same as the High Priestess. But I don't think it's her. Oh, hey, buddy.
Thomas makes me laugh sometimes. I think the grouchy exterior just hides the teddy bear heart he's got.
The generosity panel That room, the room, that was the room with the shoey. That was the room with the shoey, but then also the room where it was like the highest ever. Amazing. Oh, is Lena open today? I feel like it's Lena. What are we? Thursday. Of course you're closed. She'll be in the woods. She'll be in the woods. Because I was just thinking, I was like, no, it's going to be the same as Violet in that it's a bluff. It's a bluff. It's going to be Lena, which makes sense. Like, she grew up here. Very good friends with our grandma. Oh, let's go. Let's find out. We have the materials to make another one. It'll be okay. We can see Shelby while we're here. Maybe Lena's not here yet. Maybe it's too early. Shelby! What's up? Oh, do we have a cutscene with Shelby?
Oh my gosh! I did the card trick just like you said! I can't wait to show my mom and dad!
Ooh, don't show them how the trick works, you hear? Real magic has gotta stay secret.
You're so gentle with all the kids, Shelby. Gentler than you treat their parents.
They haven't learned to disrespect me yet. Besides, where I come from, we treasure children.
Where you come
Shelby.
from? You mean the city?
No. Somewhere much farther away than that.
I get the sense you've lived a very full life. Lots of adventure. Am I onto something?
You haven't the half of it. But one day, you'll understand. You're destined for as much adventuring as me.
Sounds standard for Fairhaven. I'll try and live up to that.
I'm not sure how you could know that, but I'll try to live up to that prediction.
I have my ways of knowing things. No matter what someone wants, fate finds them. And on Fairhaven, fate is always real close by.
So sometimes Shelby has one earring and a cravat. Also has heterochromia, like has a blue eye and a green eye, which you don't usually see in like character design, but I agree better. Like absolutely the best. Sometimes the dialogue though goes with the underlying assumption that you don't know who he is yet. And so we've already done his quest. We already know that he's the Farseer, so he's seeing into the future. And so like when he's like, oh, you're gonna have a, you know, amazing life, it's just like, I don't know how you know that. I'm like, well, we do. We do know how he knows that. But like that seemed like so far it's the only like hiccup essentially. That sort of like doesn't match where your story is up to. But that's the thing too, like it's not a game where it's like, oh, we're gonna have like multiple branching dialogues that are gonna impact the, no. That's not this game. It's not this game, and that's okay, because I feel like that would be exhausting. We'll talk to Marty about his Danish in a second. Something like over 50k. So when I was there last night, I think they got to like 32, 33. So the fact that they've raised that much, like they've made up for it, like not made up for it, but they've made that much in between the last thing I went to and today. Just impressive. It's a good amount of money.
Chickens can't blow away in the wind, right?
I hope not. I would hate to get smacked in the face by an errant chicken.
Not smacked in the face by an errant chicken. While we have a Danish, here you go, buddy. Here you go, buddy. But yeah, no, Mayhem, that's an impressive amount of money. And great for charity. Like, absolutely great for charity. But yes, there was some people dropping crazy donations. Like very, like, less that they are in a position to be able to donate like large amounts of money. But then like that's the thing too, like even the fact that like people are popping $5 in there, like amazing. Lena, where be Lena? Are you here? No? The store's closed. She's normally in the woods. That's why I'm a little bit thrown. Natalia, hi. Is she down here? I don't think, hang on. It would help if the map actually was like, this person's over here, this person's over here, and the game's like, no. Get to steppin'. Okay, she'll be at the beach. Could be in the woods. I don't know who likes the wood, not the woods, I needed to say waterfall. My brain went to say to say roller coaster. I'm like, no, that is definitely not the word. That is not the word you're looking for. I'm so sorry. Is she just not available? That's crazy. She might be up near the waterfall though. That's the only thing I can think of. Hey, best friend.
Kai gave me some seaweed in exchange for cutting across my farm every morning. Seaweed's a potent fertilizer. I appreciate him looking out for me.
I like that. He probably untangled it from his board and he's like, oh, I can give it to Thomas. He's like, it'll be good fertilizer. I'm going off the hunch that she's gonna be north. Because it's like, I need to see her today and give it to her. So we can keep progressing. I can see if the soil thing worked on the way back. Because one of them is ready to go. Because I kind of want to use the speed up spell. But not without giving it to the High Priestess first. It's going to be awkward if Lena's not the High Priestess. I'm like, hi, and she's like, why? This is just a piece of paper. Because I do like the way that they've sort of done the lore, or they've shared the lore throughout the game. Because we do. It's a very legitimate question. The soil is hot to go. Absolutely the soil is hot to go. Currently, we have been trying to accumulate enough soil to make a veggie patch. Essentially, this whole time we've been playing this game. Making the soil is such a slow burn that we are now at the point that we have like 5 more bits of soil left that we need. So damn right I'm gonna say that the soil is hot to go. It's absolutely hot to go. Is it crazy that we make it out of weeds rather than like this literal soil we are digging up? Because that'd be just too convenient. Oh, well, okay. Nice to see that one grew up big and strong. Fabulous. Okay. Now, the real test is it going to give us 2 pieces because we used potion on it? I bloomin' hope so. Huh? Okay. The winner is 2 pieces. I'm so excited. We need 1 more piece of soil. Tomorrow morning, my pretties. Yes! I'm ridiculously excited about this, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Is it ridiculous? Kind of. 2.5 hours, beautiful. Now, Lena, you weren't up there. Let's go check the woods again, because now it's in the afternoon. Please tell me you also have taken tomorrow off to recover from packs. Yes, so I have tomorrow off, thank goodness.
Who's that Pokemon?
Do have like a PAX adjacent dinner to go to tomorrow, but I've already said to them like, oh, I need to leave early because like the Tuesday is a day I have to attend the office, and I'm also like hosting 2 events during the work day, so yeah. Ah, Lena, where the hell have you been? Hi. First of all, hi.
You know the statue of the 2 girls in town square?
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering about it. They're my ancestors, Molly and Peggy Dahl. They were heroes in the Revolutionary War. My family has a lot of history on the island. It's a blessing, but it can be a lot to live up to sometimes.
She's totally the witch. Here's your apple cider. Totally the witch.
Let the power protect you. Love apple cider. Oh, it's
Mayhem
like
of
autumn in a
Mystic
mug.
just picked up the
Thanks,
keys to
Tara.
their Zord.
Mayhem, thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciate it. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here anyway. But thank you very much for the sub. That's all warm and tingly now. Thank you. Let's get cracking into Lena and be like, hey,
Am
Lena.
I sure this is the High Priestess?
Lena, you're a witch.
Oh, wow. Well done. Thank you, novice. You should hold on to this, though.
Wait, this really means...
Shh. Someone might be listening.
But Lena, you're one of the most respected members in this community. I'm sure if you just told...
They're not ready. Not yet.
Yay! Discover the identity of all Coven members. Wait, what about the... Wait, there's one that we don't know. Isn't there? There's someone who's still in their robes. Maybe I've done their quest, but I just didn't... Oh god, maybe we haven't talked to them since? That's awkward. You've just made a gamer streamer friend for life. You're stuck with me now. Sucker! Thank you very much, Mayhem. That's very, very kind of you. GG is indeed meta. GG is indeed. Increase magic spell and incantation to permanently increase your magic bar. Thank you. Oh god, damn. Say it, don't spray it, Jack. Lordy. Let's wabam this.
Like storms that make the river sing. Fill my magic from the spring.
Oh, I was gonna say, and then we need to go fill up on magic, but we are full up on magic. We can take, let's take, that's if she's at work. Let's take Cotton to Amira. Let's go. And if we can find Vanessa, we could probably do the grief group as well. So I don't know what those conversations are going to be like. It is a... What is this game rated? Age rating. Let's go with that. So I'm like, oh, hang on, it might be trying to give me like ratings for reviews. Age 10 and plus. But I know sometimes people would like to not consume stuff where people are discussing grief and grieving, which is totally fine if you would like to duck out of that conversation. I was saying to a few others earlier on in the week, in the many months I've been back into streaming, I feel like Fresh Start has really gotten my head back into a happier place, finding new people to call friends and support many others I'd not met before. Mayhem, absolutely. And I think too, like the PAX is a really good place to like find like new people. And also sort of like as you find those new people, you find who they sort of like say go and raid into, and you're like, oh, okay, I really like the energy of this person. I will add them to my list. I'll add them to my collection of cool people on the internet. But it's very, very true. As Nightbot's just popped there, if you're lurking, if you're just hanging out in the background, if you're going about your daily tasks, if you're sleeping, I know some people that are like, oh, I put you on and then I go to bed. Greatly appreciate the lurking support always. You definitely do not have to feel any pressure to be jumping into chat and saying stuff, but it's lovely to have you here all the same. But yes, massive virtual hug for everybody. Okay, hang on, let's chat to her first.
I'll be glad when it's fall. I've had to pop Kai's shoulder back into place one too many times this summer.
Oh, as his girlfriend, we should probably know that. I'm like, oh, okay, ooh, sounds painful. We probably should know. Can you give me some apple juice, doctor? Because I don't want to give you an apple.
Oh, thanks.
One day, Amira, I will make you something you like. I'm so sorry.
Do you have the cotton yet?
I do have the cotton.
Thank you so much. I can let the kids have their bikes and skateboards back now.
Wait, you actually did confiscate them? They listened to you?
People always do what I tell them to do. Is that strange? Anyway, here's something for your efforts. Thanks.
Thank you. See, I've been doing those little like side quests out of like the relationship status because we do not need the money. We do not need the money, which I think it's amazing that there is a hack you can do that means you can end up with $3 million or more, because you don't then have to worry about the money. But there's enough stuff that like it requires you to grow strawberries yourself, and those things will take like 5-6 in-game days. So it doesn't necessarily speed up the whole game. It just means you're not worried about the money of it, which I like.
Vanessa told me I could make a killing in Milkwater if I focused on soft shell lobster. But I just can't be moved to care about the taste of Milkwater.
The taste of milk water. That's fair enough, Bruno. That's fair enough. Also, like, you don't want to over...
You sure you want a simple fella like me to have this?
You don't want to overfish. You don't want to overfish. It'd be bad. You need to have a variety. Khaleesi Akiba Wolf. Thank you very much for the sneaky tutorial. I know it seems weird coming from someone so new into your channel, but it's genuine feeling. It's been very difficult for me to get the motivation to come back and spend time with others, even on my dark days when I stream to no one and have no interaction. But I've stopped letting get the better of me and just stream a regular routine. Absolutely. Absolutely, Mayhem. And there's days where you jump in, you're like, hey, everyone. No one's here. Be like, let's just get started. Let's play this. I'll enjoy the thing I'm playing. And if people drop in and say hi, then we're gonna say hi back. A Studio Ghibli fan. Look, I got a lot of grief for my lack of Studio Ghibli knowledge. I used to be a teacher, so I taught Spirited Away. And gosh, do I own Howl's Moving Castle? But those were the two that I'd seen. So it was not until recently that I have seen more of them. But no, I do very much like the little sneaky Totoro that we have. This slaps the people giving you grief. I own all the movies thus far. Amazing. I'm proud of you, Jack. I'm so glad you've expanded your knowledge of Studio Ghibli.
My Nana's the one who taught me to cook. My earliest memories are of waking up early with her to make rugelach for her knitting club.
Rugelach. Gorgeous. I'm like, we're best friends, so I don't need to give you any food. Hi.
Brah, that rancher guy was super interested in the pro circuit contests I did around here.
Why?
So I asked him if he wanted a lesson or two, because he's new. He did not seem stoked. Rude.
Marty? Why would Marty want to serve? That's crazy. Hi, Giva.
I've never understood people who say, nice weather, isn't it? All weather is nice.
Okay, you'll have to excuse that little clip from Jurassic Park. Usually, it will pop off when someone says, like, clever, but there's clearly some other words in there that turn it, like, that set it off. I haven't gone back to look what they are because I like the chaos of it. Are you from the land of the danger bug? Danger might have been what set it off. From the danger bugs from hell. I mean, if you mean Australia, then yes, but like, I wouldn't say danger bugs from hell. Like, it's fine. I'm just gonna give this lady straight up tofu. It seems rude. I'm just gonna give her tofu. It could be something she likes.
This looks marvelous, but I don't...
No? Okay, it's not one of her favorites. That's fair enough. Tofu is an ingredient most of the time, rather than like the dish you enjoy. Funnel web. Only a sentence that sends chills down the spines of any sane Aussie. Thankfully, Khaleesi, I'm not in the state that has funnel webs, or not in like an abundance. So I'm very thankful for that, because yeah, I agree. Those ones, those are ridiculous. They shouldn't exist.
Seriously, you did an amazing job with the onsen, Tara.
It didn't pop up when I caught it.
I was afraid we'd be the only ones using it. Delayed. But I've seen other folks up there too.
True.
What a success!
True. Yeah, I don't know what. I know Clever will set it off, but then I think a timer is also involved because it doesn't. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Clever girl. Clever girl. So funny.
Hey, this is just like my dad makes.
I told my mum if I ever visit Aussie, camping on Bono Beach, the little buggers can't get me because boiling hot sand. Look, it's more in the, like, particularly if you're like coming as a tourist to like do all the different stuff. It's not overly a concern. Like, they're not in the city or any stuff like that. So don't stress too much about them.
Messenger Cameron tells us not to eat too many carbs. It's bad for our concentration. But he still buys pastries from me all the time. He's so supportive.
Or he has a sweet tooth.
Hey, why can't it be both?
I was gonna say, I'm like, Angus, he's eating carbs and telling you all not to eat carbs. The Scientology thing in this game is crazy. So crazy. He says to someone petrified of spiders. Well, there's that too. There's that too. That's very true. If you're very scared of spiders, then completely can understand that it's not just it's fine. It's fine. How's my ginger man? Your ginger man is look, he's still big into the church, which is a concern for everybody. But it's all good. Find a kitty. How is that kitty? Look, she's currently hanging over her little bed that is next to me, because she's staring at the. Dude, chill. You have like 4 minutes, because it's getting close to dinner time, and so she's waiting for that to pop off so she can just launch herself out of there. Absolutely. Absolutely. She's just a little bit ridiculous sometimes when it comes to food. It's like, dude, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you've never starved. You just need to calm down. Hang on, let's talk to Francis. We'll say hi.
Giva came into my store and wanted to know the stories behind the pieces I was working on.
Oh.
She's so inquisitive. Maybe she really will figure out why some of the seasons here are so long.
See, the villagers know. The villagers know there's a bunch of witches messing around with stuff. Like, why are we having such a long winter? I'm like, no, because we haven't pushed the magical button yet to make it spring. I'm so sorry. So sorry, locals. Here we go. Gorgeous. Now, let's make wine for the first time, just so it's ticked off the list. We made cheese in this one. Beautiful, but let's go back to making apple cider. Particularly because Lena is the head witch. Gotta keep her happy. Gotta keep her happy. And now, Giva also needs silk. Oh, I need silk thread from silkworms, and we're still growing the silkworm food. Cool. Oh, we can make some cloth. Wool, alpaca wool. We can make a variety of cloth. Get out of town, Perry. Now, a fashionable I was about to say, I'm like, what do I need for Violet's clothing store ambitions? 5 pieces of cloth. Okay, we've got the colors she needs. We just need more cloth. Awesome. We're meant to tell Vanessa about the Grief Club. Grief Club? Surely there's a more acceptable name to call it. Okay, let's find Vanessa. She should still be at the school.
Who's that Pokemon?
I own 4, so dinner involves my long-haired Oriental Anubis sitting on my head/face, trying to smother me till I wake up to find. I mean, look, thankfully, little Munchkin doesn't do that to my face. Thankfully. But yeah, no, they do be doing that. Chat to Vanessa, and then we'll ask about the grief support group.
I just want you to know I'm not judging you for going into the woods, even though you do go fairly late at night. There are plenty of resources out there that I imagine a farmer could use.
You know about that?
Don't worry, I won't tell Otto. We'll keep this between us.
Okay, see, now it's kind of weird that she notices, because I thought she was noticing because she was the head witch. She's not the head witch.
Wonderful. I'm so glad you've decided to attend. Come by the Consciousness Center any night.
There we go. Dinner time. Dinner is served. Okay, so after 7 p.m. we can go to the grief group. Hi, kiddo.
Have you seen the earrings that Giva wears? They're so cool. She's so cool. I want to know all about her life, but whenever I see her, I can't think of anything to say.
Amazing. I'm not judging. I'm not judging you for going into the woods, even though you do go at night time. Mm-hmm, lady. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Amazing, amazing. Also, thank you to thank you to Meta, who has so far used the redeem for our charity this month. So we've made a donation to Radio Lollipop. They do a lot of awesome stuff in children's hospitals across the country, and also in different countries. I
who was
think.
gracing me with her presence. Is this my wife?
Cut it out, Parker.
Come on, Lena. I'm just teasing. You work too hard. The shop, the kids, visiting your dad in Milkwater. At least you should take time to hang out with your friends like this lovely lady. Am I right, Tara?
It's all about balance.
I think you might have a point, Parker. But Lena has to find a balance in her life that works for her.
Look, I know Parker is right. I just don't know how to make more time in a day to actually do the relaxing part.
Magic.
You know, I wish I had more time to spend with my friends. Really, I do, Parker. But then, I really don't have that many close friends anymore. I haven't done the best job keeping up with people. I am glad you moved back, Tara. It's been so nice rekindling our old friendship.
Okay, so we're good friends. Beautiful. Parker, I'm gonna get you to make a veggie patch tomorrow.
I finally got to walk up to the mountain pass, and I saw all kinds of wildflowers.
Fabulous.
I didn't even recognize all of them. Thanks for your help in fixing up that bridge. Everyone in town's gonna love it up there.
Absolutely.
That lady who moved into the old Firewatch Tower is nice. She makes science seem so interesting. I kind of wish she was our teacher.
I would imagine if you were in a small, like tiny village, right? I imagine if you moved there as a scientist, you would probably jump in every so often to teach a bit of science. Because you wouldn't be busy every day. Here you go.
Ooh. Hey, are you gonna get a dog to guard your animals?
I wasn't planning on it.
Should we get a dog?
Why?
Because no one on the island has a dog. How is that fair? Mommy said we could get one if Emmy and I both take care of it. But Emmy said dogs are too drooly and she doesn't want to pick up poop.
She doesn't want to pick up poop. I mean, I get your sister's point. I really, really do. I really get her point. Like, I don't want to pick up her. You're like, oh, well, she has a point. Oh, now the blacksmith is closed.
Violet hates Cameron, but I can't figure out why.
It is fair. It is fair,
the
Mena.
Consciousness Center, but we all get too enthusiastic about something. And the Consciousness Center is way better than the boring old church that used to be here.
Not the boring old church. Over and talk to Juliet. Violet.
Hey, Violet. How are your potions? Oh, wait. Can we talk about that here?
I mean, nobody's listening most of the time, so just use common sense and common words. So, like, not potion.
Vanessa just walked in. Vanessa's like, ladies, what are we talking about? Nothing. All cool and normal here. I'm gonna give you some lemonade. Why not? Have some lemonade. I didn't let her finish. I was like, yeah, whatever. We've already talked to Vanessa. Otto.
I represent everyone in our community, not just people who like me, but most people like me.
Okay, Otto. Munchkin, what was that? Why? Wait, there she is. She's right there. Pussy up. Pachella. Pop your head up. Pop your head up. So close. Oi. Pudgy. Wait. Pudge. 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 Hi. No. Dude. What are you doing? There she goes. Kidding! Where'd you go? Up here. Good girl. She's a rascal. Aren't you? Aren't you? Okay, let's check the... Oh, hang on. While Parker's still open, we can tell him to plot out the veggie patch. Because then we can clear the last of stuff away. I demand food. Now I'm starving. No, she just ate. So... Okay, she's clearly had enough because she's jumping back into her little bed. Normally we have a bit of a zoomies. She's like, no, I'm good. She's like, consider me done. I still want to know what the hell all this is that we're going to build. There's so many different things in here, and I don't know where they would even go. The barn is self-explanatory. It's next to our house. But yeah, the other stuff is crazy. Oh, because we need one more bit of soil. Show me. Just plot it out for me.
I could make this whole area a place for gardening, but you'll need to clear out all the trees and rocks from the area I've roped off.
Can do. And
got it? You come back and let me know when you've cleared out all the trees and rocks there, and then we can talk business.
You okay? Do you need a pat? There you go. Confirm. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 which means... Now, I am guessing... And I'm going to be mad if it's not the case. Because we're using 50 pieces of soil, it's just going to be plotted out like a veggie patch. We're not going to have to also put down individual plots, because that's going to make me... Like, I will get over it. But that's annoying as all get up. Because, like, this is what we've been working with the whole time. And we've got these individual plots. I just have this fear/feeling that we're just gonna have to deal with it. That's fine. We'll deal with it. Thank you. Oh, the chickens. We haven't fed the chickens. Now, what did we give you yesterday? I want to say we gave Meg strawberries yesterday. Let's try tomato. Not your favorite. Okay, I don't think I have a favorite. Which is a little bit annoying. Sunflowers are the best. I mean, they're very, very gorgeous. We need more flowers so we make honey faster. That's why I'm just going to turn the... Depending on what this veggie patch looks like, I'm going to turn the top one into just flowers to make for bees. To make the bees, that's not how bees are made. Ignore me. It's not how bees are made. It's how honey is made with the pollen from the different flowers. Goodness. Lots of chicken feathers. I don't know. It's the same with the cat fur. We just keep getting items that we're like, I don't know how we use this. How are bees made, Jack? I mean, bees are made by other bees. Not incorrect. Not incorrect. With a chart and lots of descriptive words. When a queen bee has her billionth baby, Peepus is at max heart, whatever the hell that means. The fact that we build multiple heart relationships with chickens, I'll be honest, my head's not fully wrapped around it. It makes zero sense to me. Now we're waiting to go to the grief group. Let's check what's happening downstairs. Because we definitely need more. How come I can't? Oh, because we've got gold ingots. We don't have gold ore. That's why. Okay. Back on track. But we definitely need more bronze or copper. And more rice wine. Because, there we go. Let's just make more crystal ball potion. Beautiful. Up we go. Can you make gin? I think we can make gin. We can make rum and vodka. I think gin is one of the options. The thing I need to check too is, have I made potions for, spells for tomorrow? Yes, I do. Speed boost, summon small things. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. We're good to go. 2 more hours. Let's try and fish some new... Hang on, we'll check with Natalia to see if Natalia has... Because she's just hanging out there. Do you have a quest for us, or you just...
Marty's brave, isn't he?
Chilling.
What
Just
makes
chilling.
you say that? He moved here without much experience, just hoping everything would work out. Like me. And you.
Oh, mayhem. I will say, I think this game is awesome. It's very, very cool and fun to play. I love that the whole thing is voice acted. Because I think too, it can be a little bit tiring to be the voice for everyone, and not necessarily doing the crappy impressions I do. But just having to read a lot of text, for a stream. The downside playing it on stream is that because a lot of stuff will happen on the daily, I don't play it off stream because I'm something's gonna happen and it's been missed. So if it's something that you purely want to play on stream, absolutely. But it's that whole thing that's okay, if part of me is I would have loved this to be an offline cozy game because I could be playing on the train and whatnot. But also no regrets because it's amazing. Another downside is that Angus isn't marrying me. Such a downside. Now, can I use this to progress time?
How long should I soak for?
Let's do a short soak, because that should be an hour? I think. Apparently it's very rude. Apparently, okay, it was 30 minutes. Next time we'll do a long soak. Because we can only use it once per day. What was I going to do? I was going to fish. Let's use worm bait. Look, the man can be engaged to someone else. It's fine. It's okay. He's just a little fictional man.
Oh, wow.
What do we got? Is it a new one? No, it's another dace. Maybe we need to try cricket. Or it could be that we've just already caught all the small version fish.
Oh.
I'm coming to terms with this. Slowly coming to terms with it. Another dace. Now let's see if there's any up. I was going to say upstairs. Up the hill. The fact that the grief group is any weekday night too also means that she couldn't have been the High Priestess. Because usually people who are active during the evening are not, they're not a witch because they're not at the Coven. Have a fondness for the chunky ginger baker. He do be making a lot of goods. Speaking of bears, there's a Cubchew in the chat. Down we go. Let's go. Because I reckon by the time we get to town, it should be time for the grief group to meet. Hilarious that I'm bringing smoothies as a snack to share. That's a little odd. Go the long way. La da da. I'm a fan of all that cake. It's fair enough. Why are you out here in the middle of the night, you creeper?
The onsen is just perfect for centering your mind. I love it.
Too funny. Made its way into the Sudoku? No. Crossword puzzles. Yep, that makes more sense. I was like I know that Sudoku was in a newspaper, but then I saw the 1913. I'm like, oh, that could not be the case. The first crossword puzzle was published, marking the beginning of a new pastime that would eventually become a staple to newspapers around the globe. Excusez-moi. Oh, what? You're not out here looking at the ocean with your husband? Not one to judge. Oh, there you are. I was like, hang on, hang on. No, Sophia, I'm so sorry. No, not you. Because I think I need to buy more spirits. I definitely need to buy more beer. Bruno's been drinking us out of house and home. 50 martinis, 50 rum, 42 vodka, 52 mojitos, 48 pink juleps, 45 wine, 38 whiskey, pina coladas. Okay, we're all good. Thank you very much, Damon. And free chips. Cheers, bro. We'll take free chips. We'll take chips to the bereavement group. Let's go. Oh! Vanessa's in there alone. I'm assuming it's all about to get very cutscene-y and everyone will be in here. Oh.
Tara! Come in, come in. That smoothie looks delicious. Have some of the pie that Juliet brought. Oh. And popcorn from Sebastian. Violet, welcome.
Thanks.
Caramel popcorn, let's go.
Hey, bud. As I was saying, sometimes it can be helpful for us to confront the strength of our emotions. It makes us realize what actions we want to take, and what those actions are.
So, what did you think?
Oh, that was quick. It was okay. But it was helpful. I think Vanessa's coming from a good place. She's like, I want to be there for people. It's a nice thing to join a community that's experienced a lot of loss.
Being open with you all, it actually helped.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. At first I couldn't take it seriously, but after a while I was like, sure, let's talk about feelings. Tonight I realized I want to do more. About my mom disappearing. Like, maybe I should still be looking for her.
I don't know if that's what Vanessa meant.
I gotta stop at home before going to the circle. See you soon, Tara.
I was gonna say, I'm like, so we got plenty of apple pie. We don't have any caramel popcorn though. I like that. Speaking of the circle, like surely magic, surely there's like a searching spell we can do to like try and find her mum. Oh, the moon flowers have bloomed. Beautiful. Don't mind if I do. Now, we need to go talk to this witch over here, because I clearly did not talk to him afterwards to make him go swing.
Damon? How are you both here and at the bar most
I was just thinking that.
It's called a broom, Tara.
Okay, yeah, but...
Less chatting, more witching. You're gonna get us in trouble with the boss lady.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, I'm like, we just bought alcohol from you.
So the head of the Fairhaven Coven is my former babysitter, Lena?
Crazy.
Don't say it.
But no one can hear us out here, and you're not wearing your mask.
It's the principle of the thing.
Excuse me, my good witches, do we not have any chit-chatting for tonight? What is happening? No quest? Is it because, I'm assuming it's because the summer festival has to happen. Like, there's nothing to do. Unless, hang on, no, Violet was going to run off to grab something.
Cast any good incantation spells lately?
No.
Ugh, me either. I'm not very good at them. Potions, though. I'm a killer.
I'm like, don't say you're a killer.
We cannot let the townspeople know our true identities. Witches have died this way.
There's something to keep in mind. Shelby, my favorite, how you doing?
Magic is more about working with chaos than trying to control it. The good news is that life's very much the same.
Indeed, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta roll with the chaos. You just gotta roll with it. Okay, so clearly we need to progress some actual things. A lot is gonna pop off at the same time. And that's okay. And that's okay. But yeah, no, so we know the entire Coven's identities, which is very, very cool. And such a cute way of like stretching out time and like quests, essentially. Being like, oh look, you could find out everyone's identity purely because we tell you their identity. Or over time, you can slowly learn who they are. Excuse me. I feel like I just want to go to bed. If Parker is not open tomorrow, I'm gonna be grumpy. Tara's gonna be grumpy. No one's having a good time. Hang on, how much? Speaking of time, I was like, speaking of time, how much time do these have? 30 minutes. Fabulous. Okay, because we can pop 2 new more bits of comprehensions. 20 minutes. Okay, let me just duck into the garage real quick. While I'm making my garage apple cider and wine. Garage wine, 4 days. Okay, the apple cider takes 1 day. Thank goodness. 4 days. I mean, I get it's wine. It should definitely take more than 4 days. 10 minutes. Okay, we're almost there. And then we'll go to bed. And then we'll wake up in the morning. And we'll have more tea. And then Parker can make us a veggie patch. I'm stupidly excited for a veggie patch. It's so silly, but I just need multiple crops all growing at the same time. I need more crops. Okay, we'll set these to run overnight. Back upstairs we go. Bedtime.
I'm sleepy.
Yeah, you are. A new day has come. It's Friday. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I do not need to put that earworm into anybody. Apologies. Now, first of all, is there anything... Okay, no mail. Oh, but we slow because it's time for some magic.
The time for walking slow has passed. Lighten my feet and make me fast.
Meta? That's not a cancelable offense. Is it? Surely not.
Things I want but don't yet have. Get off the ground and in my bag.
Okay, hang on. First of all, we go downstairs and we will... Oh, hang on. This is what I like to do to make sure that we have the next batch ready to go. Lovely. Let's do silver, because that's a whole day. Let's grab these crystal ball potions. No worries, I already have 2 earworms in my brain already. No place for Friday. You're like, I'm all full. Let's do another levitation potion. Actually, let's do 2 levitation potions. Let's go. Okay. Now, because the soil isn't immediately 7 a.m. So, it's getting ready. It's getting ready. Oh! Our hops is done. And what I want to do is plant some more. 4 days for marigold, 6 days for... Okay, we'll do marigold. More water. Beautiful. This cotton's looking dry. Actually making a meme about it as we speak. Amazing, amazing. And as Nightbot's just popped in there, if you're lurking with us, I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for hanging out. It is lovely to have you here. Let's feed the cat, because that dirt is almost ready. That dirt is almost ready.
Kitty?
It'll come out in my socials. I will keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye out. Okay, this is the part, like when we pat the cat and we get cat fur. That's fair enough. Like, it's like when I brush punch and you're like, oh, there's like a whole cat here and I don't know how there is still more hair. But when we pat them and we end up with a cricket and a fish, I'm like, half eaten? Like, what does this look like? What does it look like? Because it shouldn't be good. Have some, we gave you tuna yesterday, have some salmon. There you go. There you go. Row indeed. Row indeed. Little Kit Kat. Okay, soil's still not ready. Let's feed the chickens. Peepers. Now, I feel like Peepers is the only one that I'm going to keep giving their favorite food, purely because I can buy pomegranates. The other one is running off of food that I have to grow, and I'm running out. I don't think we need that many sparkly eggs. We haven't been told what we're using sparkly eggs for. And we have 14,000 portions of chick feed. So we're just gonna give you pats and chick feed. I'm so sorry. I know it feels neglectful, but you're fine. You're a chicken. You're looked after. Need to use my corn for other things. Adorable. That's so adorable. It's just like, there's bits in this game that are just silly adorable. Okay. Oh, there's that plot of land. Now, before we go see Parker, I need to make sure I chop down those trees. We'll leave this one for a little bit. We're gonna chop these, because otherwise he won't make them. And I think these are non-choppable. They're just decorative. Beautiful. Okay, yes, yes, done. Beautiful, look at this. Fresh soil. Take the construction supplies to Parker. Let's go. Now, I feel like he'll probably open at 9 o'clock, hey. 8:30 seems a little optimistic. But he is in construction though, so he might start early. So there's one way to find out. Although, to really grind my gears, he might be closed on a Friday. Oh, he's there. Please be open today. Please be open today. Thank goodness. Oh my god, can you imagine if we did it in-game tomorrow and it's Saturday and he's closed? I'm like, Daniel, what time do you open? 9 a.m. I'm assuming I can talk to him early if he opens the doors. It's like, hi, neighbor. We'll also give him some coffee because he's gonna need it. Okay, now that you're in here, yes, I can do all three.
Cameron started leading walks up to the Overlook. He says it's perfect for contemplating the journey up the mountain of consciousness. You should come sometime.
I'm good, thanks.
She's like, no, it's a cult. It's a cult. Here's some coffee. You're gonna need some coffee. Because I need you to make me a veggie patch. I'm so excited about the veggie patch.
You made something for me? Thanks.
You're welcome. Now that you've enjoyed my coffee, I need you to make one of these. It makes 2 days. Oh, 2 days. So we're not even going to see it today.
Let me get my wheelbarrow, and I'll be right over to set up your new patch. Should only take a day or so.
Means that next week is going to be jam-packed. Next week, we're going to have a veggie patch, and it'll be the summer festival because that's now 2 days away. Okay.
Who's that Pokemon?
There is a Conkelda in the chat, which is a fighting type Pokemon. If you've never played it before, Pokemon community game, you can use !Poker Start, and that will set you up as a trainer. It'll give you your first Pokemon, it'll give you some Pokeballs to use to try and catch Pokemon. If you've played in other people's chats before, because you don't have to like go to a different site or anything, if you've played in other people's chats before, you can start throwing, so !Poker Catch.
Have you
We'll
met
throw a
Giva yet,
Pokeball.
Shelby? She's a meteorologist.
Ah, so she spends time staring at these skies, does she? I wonder what they tell her.
That was cute. Shelby, I think I have one more thing of fish stew. Because I definitely need to make more fish stew.
Is that heavenly aroma fish stew?
Fish stew? Okay, let's buy all of your stuff. Thank you, Shelby. Have a great day. Cameron. Hi.
Have you met the new rancher yet? He looks so familiar, but I can't put my finger on why. But I guess people say that about me all the time.
Something's gonna happen with Marty. The fact that Marty is new and has one heart. And that's it. Here you go, buddy.
Have you...
One day I'll care enough to figure out what your favorite food is. Today is not that day.
My parents don't have my address, but sometimes I'm still afraid I'll walk into my home and find them in my sitting room.
Oh, that sounds like a nightmare. But okay. Have some soy milk. Surely you need some soy milk in your life. There you go. She's like, thanks.
This looks marvelous, but
She's like, I don't have an appetite for soy milk right now. Which is fair enough. Time and a place. Like cereal or coffee, rather than sucking on a bottle of soy milk in the park. Buddy, hi, what you doing?
Damon, do you ever get out in nature at all?
I feel like that's what he was about to do.
It's too hot. And the only flies I like are bar flies.
Killed it, my friend. Killed it. Just absolutely killed it. So funny. Okay, who is open today? Sophia. You're breaking my heart.
I was a difficult teen for my mama, but we could always speak to each other through food. Maybe I should learn guitar to speak to Juliet the same way.
Oh, that would be adorable, Sophia. You should totally do that. You should totally learn guitar. Oh, that's such an adorable way of like trying to connect with your child. Kai's opened his store, finally. Like, look, he's my boyfriend,
this
but
is the most wholesome gamer I've ever met. We started playing fighting games at his place on Saturdays. I always beat him, and he just grins and says, "Oh, you really got me, Kim." I just wish he'd stop asking me to go to the Consciousness Center.
Wow, so religion continues to be a problem for this boy. It really, really does. But he's a gamer, Cuddly. He's a gamer. Rice wine.
Hey,
Now, I feel like some of them, their relationship meter is not progressing because we're partnered up. Potentially.
Eva is so chill. And she seems psyched about all the spices I've been stocking up on.
Yeah, bro.
We're gonna be tight. I can feel it.
We're gonna be tight. Okay. We're gonna be tight. Have some Loco Moco. Here you go.
When I was...
I keep buying all his seedlings, which clearly we don't need. Oh, actually the mulberry bushes. We need that for silk. And silkworms. Thank you, boyfriend. Now, can I interest you in some candles? Take all of them. Oh, see the little meter that pops up? It's so slow. It's so slow, and I need the cloth. I need the olives, because we're gonna make, I was gonna say olive juice. Olive oil. Do not need to make olive juice. What? Okay, fabulous. Have a good day. Lena, hi.
This shop has been in my family for 5 generations. Well, maybe longer if you count my ancestor Helga Dahl's shop that stood on this spot. It burned down in the Great Fairhaven Fire of 1817.
Oh no, that sounds terrible. Was Helga okay?
Oh yes, she was acquitted.
That's not what I...
The constable thought she started it, but he had no proof, did he?
She got acquitted. That is not what I meant when I said I hope she's okay. She got acquitted. It's fine. Olive juice sounds delicious. Does it though? Actually,
I love...
Like, if you think maybe like he called olives. I think we just became best friends. So clearly that's going to happen tomorrow. If you think like olives in like a jar of olives, that would be olive juice. And that's not too bad. Let's get our ring.
Okay, I finished making your wedding ring. Good luck.
The moment has arrived. Take the wedding ring and propose to Kai. Not yet. We're going to wait after the summer festival.
Giva seems busy already, but nobody's too busy for new friends, right? This morning, I dropped off a basket of pastries by her door, fresh from Angus's bakery. I hope she takes the hint and stops by my workshop.
Did you leave it? Natalia, did you leave a note? Does she know it's from you, or did just mystery baked goods arrived on her doorstep and she's like, thank you. Why? Hilarious. Okay. Thank you very much, Natalia. Now, I wonder if we start... Excuse me. I wonder if we start seeing how this is being worked on. There's all that soil we made. Look at all this soil. But then I also feel like he went and got soil from the store. And there's a lot of wood. Maybe he makes them in wooden boxes, maybe? Question mark? Question mark? Maybe? Now, did I did make the spells for the next time we run out of magic. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, we need to scour the top part. Let's go. Let's go. Hi. You're looking like you want some pats. Here you go. Put your head back. Good girl. Good girl. We'll just enjoy the ambiance. I feel kind of bad because the fact that we hired Parker today means that he works through his normal weekend. Unless, like, I'm assuming today acts as a day. But he is going to work through his Saturday. I mean, we got him the materials. We paid for his services. I don't feel bad about it. He said yes. He didn't go, oh, you need to come back on a Monday. I'm not making this for you.
Is it, it is! A recipe!
Cream of mushroom soup. Delicious. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Another recipe? No, $20. I am going to, let's do a long rest. It's 11 a.m.
How long should I soak for?
Let's see how long a long soak is. It's like 3 p.m. Crazy. Okay, so short, calm down music. So a short soak is 30 minutes, a long soak is an hour. Okay, good to know if we ever need to do a tiny little time skip. Because it's still like, it's such an interesting mechanic to be like, oh, you can go and do this, but it only takes up this tiny amount of time. Unless, like, if you're trying to get it to be evening, you got time. You got time to wait. You gotta wait. Gotta wait your turn. Can one of you... Thank you. It's a joke. Stuck behind a flower. Story of my life. Oh, speaking of flower, Nigella. Gorgeous. There's no big fish anywhere. There is a big tree, which I'll take. Yes! She's so excited to single-handedly fell a giant tree. Yes! With her insane strength. I mean, the fact that she's magically amplified with everything else, the strength is really not that surprising. Not that surprising at all. Okay, with the... I want to try 10 more days. I want to try the... And I think I just do it out of my pocket, maybe? Let's do 2 more soil, because I feel like it's gonna get needed. Okay, So that new spell that we got, speed time spell, will shorten the crafting or growing time of items or crops you cast it on.
Reaped, brewed, molded, spun. Faster will this work be done.
Holy moly! This. Okay, so it must skip a day. Do I need to water again? No. Okay, 5 days. 1 day remaining for that cotton. Beautiful. Hang on. 9 days? 9 days. Okay, it skips a day. This is good to know. Let's boost harvest for this. Beautiful. That's already boosted. That's already boosted. Well, there you go. I was wondering what that spell was going to do, and ta-da! Consider it done. Okay, I didn't fill up fully with magic. Because this is the one with topaz. Beautiful. That's already done. This, oh, that's what, I was wondering what we need coal for. Like, oh, ink. But I already bought like 500 things of ink, so we never need ink. I can't remember who I bought them off of. I'm assuming Lena? Let's use... It's like, who do we not have anything for? Here we go. Let's use it on Giver.
Oh, I think I see something.
Oh, I don't know how to make that. What is that? Vada Pav Bombay Burger. This delightful vegetarian burger is a deep-fried potato dumpling in a soft roll. Giver, no wonder you love it. That sounds delicious. That sounds insanely delicious. We did make churros too. Oh, I forgot about the churros. Don't ever forget about the churros, gang. Now I feel like Violet has the... Yeah, okay. I think Violet is our churro girl. It is the upside of the game is that like if you're building relationships with the food or beverages, is that the food that is someone's favorite is not going to be anyone else's favorite. So the shadow of it looks like churros. So we're going to give her churros. We'll give that to her first. But it means that if it is churros, it means no one else will have churros as a favorite food. So it's not like you're like, oh, I need to hold on to these because I don't know who else is going to like them. But everyone should like churros. Churros are delicious.
Oh, Tara, how did you know that I was craving churros? Oh, now that I think about it, I'm always craving churros.
I hear you, babe. I hear you. We got a new favorite food. Yeah, baby.
Vanessa seems kind of distant, but I know what's up with her now. She acts that way because she feels like she has to keep going. There are times when I've felt that.
Oh. Poor little munchkin. I think we just became best friends, and I love that we became best friends through the power of churros. All this food talk. Better grab me some breakfast. Absolutely, Meta. You should definitely grab some breakfast. It's definitely breakfast time. I'm going to, you know what? We're going to future sight Juliet too. Mainly because the bananas are a drop that we don't get every day. And she still needs some persuading to be friends with us.
Oh, I think I see something.
Who's that Pokemon?
Lasagna. Straight up lasagna? Are you kidding me? She's like, I don't like spaghetti bolognese, but I'll have lasagna. I was like, oh. I'm like, I need you spaghetti bolognese because you're Italian. Oh, I can make a lasagna. I can make 2 lasagnas because I have no tomatoes because we don't have a veggie patch. And everything is fighting for space in my goddamn vegetable patch that I have at the moment. Lordy. Okay, let's track down Juliet, give her some lasagna, and then I think we need to go to the beach to see. Actually, we should go to the woods to see what's been dropped. We should go to the beach to see what's been dropped. And then we might be time for us to wrap up. Juliet, I've literally just whipped you up. Oh, lasagna. Here you go.
Ooh, I love lasagna.
Me too, girlfriend.
Like Garfield.
Who?
You know, the sarcastic orange cat from the comic strip.
I know she's a young child and she wouldn't know who Garfield was, but you don't need to include it, so I feel old.
The onsen is officially my favorite place in Fairhaven. Only one person allowed at a time or you're breaking the rules. It's perfect.
Beautiful. Still not fully. Oh my gosh. I just need you to like me as a fellow in-town companion. I just need you to like me. Marty. Hang on, we'll talk to Marty. He's already maxed out. He's maxed out on Danish alone.
Giva is really something, isn't she? I wonder if she'd like to have drinks at Damon's some night.
I mean, ask her, bro. I'm not her. Don't ask me. Ask her. She is a full-grown woman with her own agency. And if she doesn't want to hang, she'll tell you. She'll be like, so nice of you to ask, but no thank you. Shall we really talk today? Yes. It is the downside to this game that there's so much talking. Excuse me, so much talking that you do lose track of what you've done on what day. You're like, have I talked to you yet? Have we had a conversation? Have I given you bread? Would you like some bread? I said to my grandparents, I would like bread. Bloody love that little clip. Cameron's not in church. The dahlias are still going strong at Grandma's gravesite. Beautiful. It's a Friday. We talked to Damon earlier. Did we talk to... Okay, we have talked to Sophia probably. Talked to Kim, then we bought from those two. This is what I mean. It's so easy to start like looping over and being like, oh, I haven't talked to people properly today. Or have I? Hang on, madam, are you gonna suddenly appear? Because now I'm like, hang on, have I talked to Giver? Or people, I feel like we have. See, this is what I mean. It's so easy to get looped in on yourself and be like, we haven't talked to you. Yes, we have talked to you. What's going on? Bananas! Bruno, we haven't talked to you, bro.
I could never live anywhere else. Everyone here knows me, all my flaws included. And they still wave back when I pass them by.
Oh, Bruno, that's a little bit incredibly sad. Now, do I have something other than... No. I only have beer for you. I'm so sorry. It's not healthy. I mean, at least...
You sure you want to...
I mean... We gave Juliet an entire lasagna. Oh, some witchweed. Yoink. Beautiful. Beautiful. Blueberries of art. Beautiful. Grab some blueberries. 1, 2, and 3 makes 9 blueberries, which now we know that like the blueberries are used to make pigment for dyeing the cloth. So loving that little aspect that we've learned. This is all ready to go for the summer festival, which is going to be, it'll be next week, which is exciting. It is exciting. Because we've had 3 streams now getting ready for the summer festival. So it is actually exciting. Now we're already best friends, yeah? Beautiful.
It's no good dwelling on the past, but I'm curious how different things would look if my people stayed on the island.
I hear you, Thomas. Cotton, I'm just gonna buy 2 more of these. Because depending on what Violet needs for her shop, we might need to plant like an entire row of cotton. Or maybe the entire plot should be, like say, the entire veggie patch, which seems excessive, I'm very aware. Maybe like a row of cotton, a row of tomatoes, a row of anything else that's going this season. Just wanna, we'll have honey from that one tomorrow, and then that one's a few more days behind. But if once these marigolds bloom, we should be in a much better position. Still don't know what this last one is. I'm assuming it will unfurl in the story. Now, let me check down here again. Beautiful. There we go. Let's make silver. Let's make silver. Essentially, we'll be good to end the day. And we might just end it there because I will need to jump off and head off shortly anyway. But if we end here, it means that when we come back to it next week, next Sunday, we just have to long rest and we'll be a step closer to Summer Festival and a step closer to... A meow! So sorry, madam. Jeez. We'll be closer to Summer Festival and we'll be closer to our veggie patch. Yeah. But looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.